Guys, it's Josh back with XBnPC, doing a Let's Talk today for the Universal Windows Platform, or UWP applications. It's like a dirty word right now on YouTube and the internet. UWP, everyone's pulling out their pitchforks and ready to start fires at Microsoft headquarters right now over this. Apparently, broadening your available user base. And therefore your customer base, for developers to sell to is a bad thing. But that's what Microsoft have really done with this, is they've tried to have a universal platform for developing applications. So just to show you guys, I'm on Microsoft's website right now. This is the official guide, from them as far as UWP is concerned. And as you can see here, it says, what is a device? What a device family is. So that is very important. What they are talking about with a device family is Microsoft devices. So Windows 10 devices. Windows 10 introduces, the Universal Windows Platform, and basically what this does, a unified distribution channel, which is obvious. All those devices that it works on, you can distribute and run those applications on. But it also says here, APIs that are common to all devices, and also you're able to have that that core experience, that core application across different devices in this device family. So right here it shows you. It says Universal Windows Platform apps, and these will run on any device that has the common core APIs, the common core components that are required to run these applications. And that goes on to say that if there is other features of a device that is specific, like let's say you coded an application and you wanted it to work on PC and Xbox, just because the core elements are the same doesn't mean that you're not able to capitalize on further enhancements, different APIs, etc., that may be supported on one platform that is unique to that platform. You can turn those on, but the base compatibility for those applications and programs remains there across all of these that support the core requirements in that device family. So it goes on to say here that you can also choose which devices that you'd like to have your application on. But what this does is, I don't know if you guys are seeing this or not, but so here's your Xbox device right here, okay? You have your mobile devices, you have your desktop devices. This is PC. Everyone says, gaming PCs and Microsoft, Xbox. How could they put Xbox games on gaming PC? Well, guess what? Because of this universal device family, Microsoft owns. They make all of this. Okay, they make Xbox. They make PC. All right, they. That's like saying, Google doesn't own Android phones. Just because the manufacturer is some third party or some person, Windows PCs, those are Microsoft platforms. Okay, let's just be honest. Let's be real about it. Those are Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, Windows 10, going back even further, Windows XP. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of Microsoft computers out in the world. They're IBM compatible, x86, Wintel machines, whatever you want to call them, or with AMD chips or whatever. But x86 Microsoft platform PCs that are able to run these universal applications, as are the mobile, Windows phones. I don't have a whole lot of familiarity with that, but obviously they do have the core components required to run these UWPs. So anything in this device family can run, these applications. So what that does is it gives developers, a broader audience to possibly sell their games to. That incentivizes these developers to make, more applications, because they're going to get a larger return on their investment. Potentially, they're going to have a much larger audience to sell to. So, what that does is it opens up the possibility for, Xbox to get a lot more AAA big budget games that are going to be basically exclusive to Microsoft's device family, to the Microsoft ecosystem. That includes Windows, PC, and Xbox. People keep bitching about this, saying, I can't believe the Xbox this or the PC this. I got a news flash for you guys. It's a convergence, okay? Like, they own both of these platforms. They are converging both of these platforms wisely. They've been outsold by the PlayStation 4 to this point. They have a deficit of however many tens of millions of consoles that may exist. And at this point in time, they've done a pretty daggone good job of sinking money into first-party development for exclusive content, for first-party AAA exclusive titles. Sony honestly has none. I mean, they're not even. I don't even know how they're selling anything. But they're selling those things like they're gold-plated crack rocks. But that's with the lack of first-party exclusive content and just basically, some third-party additional support in the way of either timed exclusive DLC or marketing campaigns, etc. Like you've seen with Star Wars Battlefront and Batman, etc. But they're killing it. Now, Microsoft, I mean, they are really for the gamer, in my opinion. Sony is just full of shit. They say for the gamer, and they don't have any games that I want to play. But Microsoft, they've been giving you guys a lot, been giving me a lot in terms of games. We've already gotten, the Gears of War remaster, where they gave us all the other Gears of Wars for free. 1080p 60 on multiplayer with dedicated servers. Halo 5 dedicated servers, free DLC for the first year. They've given us 2 amazing Forza games. You've got all these games that have come out that are just super high quality games, and developers want to get paid on these games. Microsoft wants to get developers a return on their investment. They're a wise businessman. Microsoft made, I think, $26 billion last year, something ridiculous. I think Sony made $2 billion, and that was with the PS4 trouncing everything it stepped, across. Ridiculous. But, they know how to conduct business. They've been making business deals for a long time, and to broaden up the audience for developers, to sell games to is only a wise decision in business. And honestly, it's a wise decision for gamers. Gamers are going to bitch about it, but at the end of the day, developers are going to see a greater audience to sell to. Let's say they got 20 million Xbox Ones out there, and they just opened the door to another 80 million, 50 million, 40 million, whatever the case may be of Windows 10 PCs that are able to run a UWP game or application, and they're going to make more of those because it's a more lucrative opportunity for them. They're going to see a larger pool of people to potentially sell their product to and get money off of. So it doesn't mean they have to go to PlayStation or to Nintendo. These can stay Microsoft family of devices, quote unquote, exclusive. It can be in the Microsoft ecosystem. And I don't know how anyone can bitch about if you buy a game on your Xbox, they're going to give it to you for free, like with Quantum Break on the PC. Obviously these things save their games in the cloud. They use Microsoft Azure. It saves your game up there. You can go over to your PC, turn the game back on, boot up into it. Hell, you're using your Microsoft Xbox One controller on your PC. You're using your Microsoft Xbox One wireless headset on your PC. It's wireless, it's wired, it doesn't matter. It simply works. These are universal applications. The Xbox One, fellas, is a PC. It's an x86, AMD PC. You're able to get a larger audience of people buying your games and making games for you is going to be a lot more lucrative. So, that's a great thing, I think, for Xbox and PC gamers, because it gives us all, the ability, the opportunity to move around the house, to play our games in the living room. And if you want to run an HDMI cord, I do that too on my PC, but it's a huge pain in the ass. I have a wireless headset, I have wireless controllers. But you're sitting there, and you have to either get a keyboard and mouse, out there, wirelessly, or you have to use your phone. It's just a little bit wonky, honestly. The Xbox is way more, user friendly in the living room. You can use your voice with the Kinect, which I use on a regular basis. I really find it to be, intuitive and an awesome thing. I feel like Tony Stark out there just bossing around my living room. But the convergence of those two devices, you know, you got the free Xbox app on Windows 10 that lets you basically just, you know, bring your Xbox over to Windows and use, you know, your Xbox, you know, just on whatever screen you'd like on your PC, and basically just be on that device is awesome. So I don't know, guys. I mean, this is kind of beating a dead horse here, but you know, Universal Windows apps, you know, are there growing pains there with, you know, things like VSync, you know, on Windows machines? Yes. You know, are there other things? I'm sure, you know, SLI and Crossfire support. Come on, guys, really? I mean, I've got, you know, I've got a pretty beefy PC. I don't have SLI or Crossfire support. You know, personal opinion, honestly, the type of people who would buy SLI or Crossfire support are the kind of people who also realize that having one beefy GPU is better than having two little ones any day of the week, because of you know, application support just like this. You know, UWP doesn't support Crossfire SLI. Okay, we'll talk to any game that comes out on the PC day one, and guess what it's missing? Crossfire and SLI support. So yeah, that's some bullshit. I mean, an issue with VSync, if you can't run the game at 60 FPS and you're bitching about it because the game is you know, has to be turned down on your hardware. I mean, what kind of PC gamer are you there, bro? Honestly, I mean, this doesn't look good for you. You might as well just go ahead and buy a console at that point. You know, if you're a hardcore PC gamer, you're running above 60 FPS anyway. But you know, let me know what you guys think. I'm all for it. I'm all for, you know, convergence of devices, especially, you know, I'm a Windows 10 guy. I'm an Xbox guy. You know, I don't have a Windows 10 phone or a Windows phone. I have an Android phone. I got a Note 5. It's very nice. I like it a lot. But you know, Microsoft does not block me out. You know, they still let me use, you know, Smart Glass on that device. I can use on my girlfriend's her iPhone. You know, if I want. You know, I like how they you know, provide applications across, you know, a broad array of ecosystems and platforms and devices. You know, for me, choice is good, and you know, more games is good, and you know, free games are good. You know, being able to have my games on multiple devices and walk in another room and pick it up where I left off, you know, for me, that's good. If it sucks for you, you know, I don't get it, but let me know why. I'll see you guys later. See you.